Hi everyone, it's Teresa. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a little review of an Elf palette that I have. I like to get a lot of these all-in-one palettes because I just find them handy. You would think I travel all over the place when I say things are handy for travel, but I don't. I have to travel for work once in a while, but I don't know, there's something about when you open a palette, and this is what I'm going to do today, Elf. And, well, maybe that's why I have it open already. Like this one, this is the one that I'm going to use today. It's got the eyeshadows, it's got a highlighter, a blush, and some lip colors. So, greatly consolidates when you're traveling or just whatever, but I don't know, I have lots of these. I was actually thinking of a video of doing like just comparing palettes and maybe doing one side versus the other side, different palettes, but today I'm actually getting ready to go to church, so I don't want to do two different looks on either side of my face. That's not what I'm going for, but maybe. But anyway, today I picked this one up at TJ Maxx. It is their Nude Palette, and so I'm going to work with this. And I already have foundation. In fact, I have primer and foundation, and I am using as many Elf products as I have. I don't have everything Elf, but I will use what I have. So I have my primer on, which was the Elf Luminous Matte Makeup Primer. I have that on. And then for my foundation, I have NYX HD Studio Photogenic, and the shade is Soft Beige. And what else have I already put on? Oh, I did do just a dab of this, not thinking, because I realized I have an Elf powder, but then my Rimmel transparent matte finishing powder. I never know what it's actually called, but it's Rimmel, I know that. And then I already lined my top lid with this eyeliner. It's Almay Gel Smooth Liner, and the shade I used was Espresso. So, ooh, shade on my face, sorry about that. That's what I've done so far. So what I think I will do now is, let me see if this lighting is better if I just turn this off completely. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, and the other thing I have not done yet is my under eyes, because I think I'm gonna try and do the concealer after I put the eye stuff on. So that's what I'm gonna go for. And I'm actually even going a little reverse order. I'm not exactly sure why. I'm gonna do my eyes, and then I'm gonna do the contour and blush. Just to switch things up. So let's get started. I'm gonna go in with this very lightest color. I'm gonna put it all over my lid. So let me get my brushes going here. And we'll take a nice big fluffy brush. This is actually says it's a concealer brush. So let me get something else here. I'm doing this after the holidays and things. Well, the holiday, Thanksgiving. So, and I'm doing it on a different day, this video. So, trying to get my regular routine back in order. So anyway, we're going to go in with this light color, and I'm just going to layer it all over the eye. I'm actually going to use the mirror that's in here so I can see what I'm doing. All the way up, all the way around. Then I'm going to take my blending brush that I use. It's a double-ended one by Bare Minerals, and I use the fluffier end to blend. Let me just clean it off here with my shadow switch and just kind of make sure I've blended that all in. My eyebrows are going crazy. Okay, so I've got the base color on. And now I'm just going to go in with this middle shade. It's kind of a medium brown. I'd say coppery brown, but this one does not have any shimmer in it whatsoever. The other two do. So I'm going to see if I can put it on with my finger first and how that works. I am still trying to figure out the lighting situation for in here because so much easier for me to actually put makeup on in here where I normally do it than to haul it all out somewhere else. And while it's really sunny in the other room, I don't know, it just seems like a pain. So I'm trying to figure out the best lighting. So bear with me on this. All right, I've got that patted on just a little bit. I'm gonna blend and I'm probably gonna reapply just a little bit once I get this blended. It's all about layers. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit more and pat that on, and not being afraid to take it up a little bit, because this is kind of like this will be an all over and a kind of a transition shade all in one. This is not any major eye look I'm going for. It's gonna be very subtle and nude because there's only 3 eye shades in here, so in this palette, but that's okay. This is just a very good everyday pulled together look. So let's see how we're doing here. All right, so that's good for now. I'm going to go into this darkest shade and put it with my finger on the outer corner of my eye. And again, we don't have to worry too much about fallout, and I can see that there definitely is fallout. So, which, you know, I was just, well, there's fallout and then there's me putting it down there. Oh, I've just made a mess, a hot mess. We will clean that up. I was watching, the channel is called Tammy's Ageless Beauty, and after she like gets shadow on her brush, she then, I don't want to do it on here because it's mirror, but she taps it in, like she presses it into the lid to kind of pack it into the brush, and she said it prevents fallout, which might not be a bad idea. So I'm gonna just make sure I get this all blended. And oh my goodness, there is quite a bit of fallout. I'm so glad I have not done my under eye yet, because this looks like a mess. Okay, so let me just see, and I really botched the corner because I don't like it all over the place. But we'll try to get that cleaned up too. So I have it in, now I'm going to take my brushes. So I'm going to take, where's my, what's this, we'll do, I'm going to take like an angled crease brush, and I'm going to go with a little more of the dark shade and really kind of pack it in. You know, I just like a little bit smaller brush. I feel like I can control the corner. So I'm going to go into the corner a little bit more. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. If I'm being honest, this is not my favorite eyeshadow. I don't think it's as pigmented as others, and definitely got fallout all over the place, but that could be user error, no doubt. So let me just blend a little bit more. I cannot wait to clean up my under eye. All right, I'm gonna go back into the middle shade with my finger and just pat on a little bit more of that medium copper brown shade. Okay, and then I'm going to actually take the highlight color and clean finger, and I'm going to see what this looks like. I'm going to ever so lightly dab it. And that was not so light. Upper brow bone. May have to blend that out. That may be a little too light. So let me see here. Blend this. Okay, that's okay. Now, just because I can't stand all this fallout all over me, I know I'm going to fix it with concealer, but until then, I just need to get some of that cleaned up. Okay. All right, to balance the eyes just a little bit, I think I'm going to take the medium shade, the medium brown, and I'm going to just lightly line under the eye. Thinner brush here, clean it off, and dip it into this medium shade. And let me pat that in. Okay, let me do the other side. Okay, and then I am going to take the darker shade and just ever so lightly put it probably under the lower, just a little bit of my eyes. I don't want too much of this. I don't like too much dark either under my eyes. I'm trying to keep the focus up. So let's see how we are. Okay. I just feel like I'm not a fan of the dark isn't dark enough for me to really give a definition. We'll wait and see how it looks when we're all done, but I don't know, not sure what I'm thinking so far. And I guess the last thing I should do is, okay, so somehow the eye portion of my video just got completely deleted. So as I was going on, I'll tell you first quickly what I did on my eyes. And just, I'm not sure what I'm thinking of the eyeshadows. Again, this is this Elf palette. So I have the lightest shade all over my eyelids, and then I went in with this medium brown shade and put a layer over the eyelid up a little bit toward the brow bone just to lift that up, so kind of as a transition shade. I went in with the darkest shade on the outer third portion of my eyelids, and I kind of repeated that process. So I packed on a little bit more of the medium shade and had to really go back in with the darker shade. I still am not sure it's enough pigment for my liking, but I'm working with it because this is what I'm using today. And then I did take a little bit of this highlighter and just ever so lightly dabbed it very high and on my, right under the peak of where my eyebrow is, and blended that a little bit because it was really, really bright. And then I think that's where and then I lined with the medium shade ever so lightly under the eye, and then took the darkest shade just on the outer bottom portion of my eye. And then my video cut out. I'm not sure what happened. So that's what I did, and I'm getting ready to do the inner corner of my eye. So I'm trying to, I think I'm gonna be brave here and try to use this highlight again, just to dab the inner corner of my eye and see if that's okay. Or if that's too much. And I think I'm gonna go back in with the light eyeshadow shade, make sure there's nothing on my hand, and just kind of top that because I feel like it. Okay, so there's the eyes. Again, not sure what I think, but we'll wait till I get everything else done. So let me stop. I'm going to wash off my hands. I'll be right back, and then we'll do contour, blush, clean up under the eyes. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So let's go ahead and maybe let me clean up the eyes, so just kind of get a sense of what I look like. So let me assess the fallout. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I do have an Elf concealer, and this is the 16-hour camo concealer. Really like this stuff. I think it's their version of like a Tarte Shape Tape. My opinion is I use the shade Medium Peach, and I think it is still so light, but it's very brightening. So use it sparingly and have your beauty blender ready so you can kind of dab. So I'm going to do it like so. The cap gets so goopy. I'm gonna first do this with my fingers. Still do not know what happened to my video. Just went kind of, I guess it decided that was not entertaining. Me putting on eye makeup. Okay, so I got it blended a little bit with my finger. I am going to go in with Beauty Blender that is damp and just pat that in. Okay, and again, maybe this will all be better once I pull everything together, warm up the face with some concealer, bronzer, blush, and things. So there's the under eye area. I don't think I'm gonna set it. I am just gonna sweep over. I'm not gonna like press powder into there. Every time I do it, I regret it. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna take my NYX finishing powder. It's that brightening yellow banana color. I always use, this is what I use to clean up anyway when I have fallout normally, if I've done my makeup in my eyes, you know, already. So, okay, so let's do that. Let me kind of assess the eye situation. think it's okay. So I think I'm going to go in with, gosh, I'm looking at my foundation that I've already done. It already is like settling into the creases. Okay, let's go ahead and do mascara. And for today, I don't have an Elf mascara, so I'm going to use Beauty by PopSugar. This has two different wands, which is kind of fun. I keep putting my hand up over there straight. The little one that I'll use for the bottom lashes. So, I wonder if anybody can put their mascara on with their mouth closed. I feel like you have to have your mouth hanging open. I should try it. I guess you can. It's not that difficult, but I'm talking. So, now one thing I just realized that I'm going to be doing is setting spray. And I normally do it before I put my mascara on. I'm always worried that it'll like clump or run the mascara, but I see other people do it, so I'm gonna give it a try. The other end of this mascara, see, it's a regular end wand, kind of fun. I think I got this at, where was I? What's it called? Big Lots. They had some various brands, and I just picked up some random things. I'm just looking and I can't get over how this foundation is already settling. And I'd heard such good things about the NYX foundation, but maybe this isn't the particular type. Maybe I need to get a different type. I do have very oily skin. Even though I have mature skin, I still have very oily skin. So I'm gonna get this. I never understand how people can do mascara super, super fast. I would have it all over the place. In this palette, it has the blush and highlighter, but I am going to first take my Elf contour that I always use, so this palette I've had, and I'm going to use this darkest contour shade to do just that with an angled brush. So get some on here, off the extra, get it into the hollows. And okay, and then a little bit up here around the edges. Okay. Ooh, I need to blend that out. That's okay. So contour is done. One thing I never do is my nose. You know, I already have a pointy nose. I don't think I need to like make it look contour. I have a round face. So that's why I kind of do under the jawline. So that is done, and now I have also, in addition to the palette, I have this little set from Elf that is called Bronzed Pink Beige. It's their bronzer, and look at this blush. Holy moly, is that bright. So I think I'm just going to stick with the bronzer in this set, and I'll use that really light blush. I don't know if I'm feeling this bright color right now. Get a different brush and dip it into the bronzer. Tap off the excess, and I'm going to kind of go right over where I did the contour, but just kind of blend the two together and sweep over the nose. I like to mimic where the sun hits, so kind of, you know, over the bridge of the nose. I know not everybody does that, but I kind of like that look, kind of like the healthy glow look. Get a little more in here and just kind of breeze over forehead, chin area, just overall warming up the complexion. Okay, so now I am going to take the palette again and try this blush here. It is a very, I don't know what it's called, but it's a very light peachy shade, and it may be too light for my liking, so let's just see. Right over the tops of the cheeks for that pop color. It's not, I don't know how well you can see this. Not sure see what we think. I may have to do a little bit more because I'm going to do a little bit of powder. It's bothering me, the shine and all that. So I'm actually going to take a handy dandy blotting paper before I do this and push it into the creases. I got these on clearance, like multiple packs. If you want to see that haul, I have that video. These things are so good. If you have oily skin, I use them all the time. Okay, so I've got my Elf, this is just a translucent powder they have. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to take my big Kinsey pink brush, dab it into my powder, and just kind of all over my face and blend out I really kind of pack it into the T-zone, and then just blend over the blush, contour, bronzer area, just to kind of make sure it's all even. And then let me just assess again, because sometimes when I do that, I feel like I need to touch more. I feel like I'm just repeating myself, but that's what I do. So let me go again into the bronzer, just a little bit. I feel like I'm giving this side undue attention, so let's go over here. All right, and then one more little bop of the blush, since I feel like I maybe am wiping it up, and I don't know, it's just not that pigmented, to be honest. I'm gonna take this highlighter just on the very, very tops, being very careful because I don't want to highlight. Ooh, I got too much, because this stuff was bright. I gotta be careful. And okay, all right, and I think another, you can't tell, I don't like oily T-zone, and I'm just like the oily T-zone queens. I'm gonna dab on some more powder just to hopefully keep that at bay, and then quickly, hopefully not disturbing any eye makeup, I am going to use my CoverGirl setting spray. I don't have any Elf setting spray. All right, and then last thing we need to do are the lips, and this set does have two lip colors. I'm going to use the bottom one, which is a more berry color. The other one's a more nude kind of thing, but because of the color I'm wearing, I figured this berry color would look better. I don't really know what to put this on with, so when in doubt, I start with my finger. And just kind of see the consistency. I don't know if this is going to be enough color for me, or, well, it's not bad. And it's very, seems to be very, what's on my face? Okay. Very creamy. Okay, this is not bad. Actually, I feel like the lip stuff, at least this one, is my favorite thing in this product so far. So I'm going to do that whole thing where you stick your finger in your mouth so you don't get any on your teeth. But let me assess, and I think that this is good. I think this is, yeah, I think this is it. This is going to be the look. So again, I have many different brands of these palettes, and I'm going to see, maybe I'll do, if you're interested in this, I can do more reviews of the different palettes I have. My overall consensus of this is just okay. I don't think that the eye shadows are pigmented enough, and there was quite a bit of fallout when I put them on. I'm sorry, there's a lot of glare. The blush, I think also a little bit too light for my liking. Highlighter, very, very glowy, iridescent. But the lip product, not bad. I do enjoy that. So again, thanks for watching, and hope you have a great day. Catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.